Give thanks and praise to the Most High, Creator of nature. We do give thanks and praise. This one is dedicated to the two institution of formal education or learning. Yeah, this video is dedicated to St. Andrew Primary School and to the Tivoli Garden, now High School. In my time, it was Tivoli Garden Comprehensive High School. I did 7 years in the primary school because I was dunce. Yeah, all when I repeat, I can't pass the common entrance. So this is why I have a problem with dunce. And because I know me dunce, me have to apply myself. And my head is so tough. Me have to go over it again and again and again and again until I get it, And when I get it, I just say gratitude. So this one is dedicated to the St. Andrew Primary High School. The St. Andrew Primary School and the Tivoli Garden High School. Yeah, it's no longer comprehensive. And from there, I went on to the University of the Universe. And as such, I acknowledge and accept the fact that, yes, I am what is known as an autodidactic. Autodidactic. I'll make sure I'm going to try share this thing in my group chat. I'll make sure so the ones I'm at least, when them get a chance, them can choose to participate or at least acquire the information. But I like when I try share the information straight across the earth, not preferential treatment. If you're outside of my capacity, then the information not going necessarily apply to you until you really choose to make such information become applicable. Yeah, man. So I must say salute to the Ahuuakh Indian Nation. Salute to the free people out there. Salute to the people that who choose to travel outside of commerce. And also salute to the people who choose to drive, engaging in commerce. It's salute straight across the board. We always say sometime our perspective, sometime our point of view, how we choose to look at things. Yeah. Me have this quote issue, this matter, where, I share the incident out there. And I always love read and write, because I tell you through my dance, me apply myself. This is why when people find excuses, then I say it's hard for me to relate. Cannot relate. If me did have to go 7 years in a primary school and still not get no kind of accreditation, and take tests for all kind of high school, and his own go Tivoli Garden accept me. That's why I rate Tivoli Garden School. Yeah, man, my next option would have to be Denham Town. Yeah, man, because KC, I take test for KC and KC said me not smart enough. For some reason, I don't know. And even to this day, it seemed like, me I go against the grain, truly. However, it's only according to the due diligent research, and the knowledge what we keep. And when I might not express it, them thing is expensive. Yes, I'm going to share this information. House of Dallas, the Cognize prisoner masterpiece. That are just my opinion. My opinion. I not necessarily want to share too much, but I not necessarily want to behave like, the populace were out there not supposed to get certain information. And because nobody not really I communicate with me for tell me say, yo, everything good, man. Looking at your car lot or your driveway, you gotta see a pro box out there, man, and clean up and all fix up to sweet. We pimp it up for you and make sure everything good. Me not get them kind of argument there. So now I just go easy flow, and see if I can, share a document here. I won't give too much, but I'll share as much as I choose. So it's the attention, Office of the Governor General, private to public notice and affidavit. We notarize the Governor General's office only because them they as head of state, and we show respect to these offices, It's a cognized prisoner, and you have my name, postmaster location, and you have all of these things. And then it said, this is a public communication between parties. We expressed that already. Now may have for the court record. Notice of acceptance of Jamaica Constitution bond and the public oath to honor the public contract offer. Additionally, demand. We can probably, yeah, we'll add it. Additionally, respectfully, see if we can do something different. Yeah, that is a bit more appropriate. And respectfully demand. I wonder for the right thing, may I have a look for me. Yeah, and respectfully demand to abate public proceedings, included but not limited to hearing date 17 of May 2023 case for the St. Catherine Parish Court. Respondent, we are talking about the Attorney General, because them are the boss around there, prosecuting director of public prosecutions. And then we said the request to appear date 17 May 2023, which is this Wednesday, and respectfully demand to abate this public legal proceeding in good faith. Public authorities' lack of due process and lack of jurisdiction. And that must say, for the record, an agent of a municipal corporation, a senior sergeant of police, assert that the accused man needs to obtain permission from said municipal corporation to move freely on the island of Zamayaka, now called Jamaica by the Public Legal Society. Comes now the accused man, Linton O'Neill, hereinafter cognized prisoner, to notice of Recognise Exhibit A for goods and chattels from the surety known as Linton O'Neill Dallas. Exhibit B, evidence of which are attached here to and incorporated herein and by reference hereafter. We do agree, pursuant to the Constitution of Jamaica, Chapter 3, Section 13, Subsection 4, and Subsection 5. The Cognize prisoner now formally and duly acknowledge and accept the assented 2011 Constitution of Jamaica, the bond, and the public oath of office for all public officers made under penalty of perjury, elected and or appointed in full accord to honor the public offered contract. We do agree. The law creates a presumption where the burden is on a party to prove a material fact, particularly within his knowledge, and he fails without excuse to testify that his testimony, if introduced, would be adverse to his interests. We do agree the Supreme Court is considered a superior court of record by virtue of Section 27 of the Judicator Supreme Court Act, subject to subsection 2 of Section 3. The Supreme Court shall be superior court, shall be a superior court of record. We do agree the Constitution is the supreme law of the land of Jamaica, and that all other laws are secondary to it and depend upon it. If any other law is inconsistent with this Constitution shall prevail, and the other laws shall, to the extent of the inconsistency, be void. We do agree if there are any obligation to compel involuntary association and servitude, we should certainly do so if there are such contract stipulation on record within the Constitution. We do agree there is no evidence that an underlying obligation exists. The public authority, through its representative agent, has asserted that a criminal or civil offense has occurred. So said public authorities must produce evidence of lawful, criminal, or civil claim. So said public authority must produce evidence of lawful, criminal, or civil claim. For the record, the accused, cognized prisoner, do hereby respectfully demand that the municipal government of Jamaica fully and completely identify its agents and agencies respectively. Number 1, identify the accusing agent, senior sergeant of police, name, bond or insurance information, and his delegation of authority from the public authority as their representative. Number 2, identify the name of the accusing agent's principal, government or municipal. Number 3, identify the municipal corporation if they are acting in a governmental capacity or proprietary capacity or as a corporate service vendor. Number 4, identify if in a governmental capacity we need to be informed of the constitutional delegation of authority to compel involuntary association and servitude. Number 5, if in a proprietary or commercial vendor capacity, we need to see the underlying contract upon which the obligation lies regarding this matter. Number 6, identify who is the real party of interest regarding this matter. Number 7, identify who here understands this matter. Number 8, identify by what authority and nexus you move in this matter. We do agree when the public authority representative shall assert that they cannot produce proof of any underlying obligation, we may simply agree that there is no evidence that an underlying obligation exists, and that the original process fails to state a claim upon which relief may be granted. We do agree that there is no lawful claim, there is no controversy, therefore, summary judgment is the correct remedy. We do agree, once the fact of no obligation is established by summary judgment, then appropriate orders must be given to correct the records, repelving seized property, probox, and compensation for the wrongs resulting from the public authorities' representatives' erroneous presumption of an obligation. We do agree, respondent shall present the documents Cognize prisoner respectfully demand to be placed upon the court as evidence this day, 17 May 2023, after receipt of this notice of acceptance of the Constitution, bond, and public oath of office, hereinafter notice. We do agree an enclosed affidavit of specific negative avertment, certified copy is attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference as Exhibit C, hereinafter affidavit, to respond on a point-by-point basis via affidavit on the respondent's full commercial liability, signing under penalty of perjury that the facts contained therein are true, correct, complete, and not misleading. Mere declarations are insufficient response. We do agree, if an extension of time is needed by the respondent to properly answer, please request said time extension in writing to the cognized prisoner. All responses, should say correspondence, must be mailed to the cognized prisoner through a third-party witness and address given below. We do agree a quorum witness list is attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference as Exhibit D. The third-party witness, date, location, and then we have surety, Clinton Dallas, and I'll put a signature here, and cognized prisoner. So this is where the separation of entities. And then we have the notice, of recognizance as Exhibit A. It's right here, plain as day. It'll show you where I sign here, prisoner, surety, one and the same, two separate entity. Now we have to, separate the entity. Like we said, it's the two separate entities. One entity is lawful, the other entity is legal. At face value, there appears to be two entities with identical name within this commercial contractual offer. Cognized prisoner, Linton-O'Neill, Dallas, and surety or indemnity, Linton-O'Neill, Dallas. The proper English grammar dictates that true names includes upper and lower cases letters, contrary to the use of all caps letters to designate an organization, company, an association, or a corporation. So we kind of prepare, and then we have, where we deal with the banya, so. You know what I mean? And then we go down to where, affidavit of specific avertment. And then we have the area where, we take the time and do a thing. So I'm on just as usual. Salute Hassan Blake. Salute my king. Salute. Yeah, man. I'm on as usual, just in an effort to correct the record, in an effort to avoid any, misunderstanding, any erroneous actions, any error or mistake. We don't mind to demonstrate the little knowledge where we have. I'm gonna make it clear. So watch, yeah, it's a true me at the dance. Needed that to apply myself. So this is why I not acknowledge and accept not dance come in front me. What cannot demonstrate. Say him have more knowledge than me. When the ones them can do that, I man can humbly be a student at you guys with this kind of knowledge. Master's feet. I'm calling a master. Not these commercial brothers out there where have this secret thing where just for them alone. You understand? And them like a private group and them, foreign corporation. Everybody is in cahoots. If I was in cahoots, these guys wouldn't mess with me. They would say, yeah, he's good. But I'm not in cahoots with this system. I'm outside of it. So now I'm going to put together a document as what they would consider a layman. Because I don't need an attorney to transfer none of my property. I don't need that. I don't work with attorney. You understand? And I'm not hold to any stringent form or stipulation or none of that because I'm not an attorney. I'm what you call a plain man. Yeah, man. This righteous man. And this is how this righteous man choose to make his stand. I hear people will say, boy, can't just do this and do that. And I can't do anything where I choose to do as long as I not violate the next man. And if a man can present some laws that I'm breaking, then I'll, honorably and respectfully amend my activities to conform to whatever the laws stipulate. But until a man can bring law in front of I and say this is what it is, then it's all presumption, and I'm here to rebut all those presumptions respectfully and honorably. This document here is a 2-page document, and then we have another 3-page at least 4-page exhibit A, B, C, and D. The D are more a quorum witness where optional. That is for if people in my area choose to participate and get involved, them can contact them, add them to the quorum list. That means that when them present themselves to any court anytime, because them not gonna just come with one court. Them gonna want more and more, and I have so much to give to them. So for the one them who have interest can link with me by way of the group chat or however, and let me know say boy you're interested in being a part of that quorum witness, and then we can get you to the quorum witness and we'll chit chat and probably the item might gain access to some of them information and break down. I'm not sure I'm going to do that, I'll do that with everybody. But at least if the item interested, the item can contact me. You understand? Because I notice me have court Wednesday and this thing happened on the 2nd, which was a Tuesday. I'm not hear nobody contact me and say, yo, when at the court, I want to get none of that. I get none of that. I hear no one say, yo, I could buff up the office, strengthen up the office because this thing is significant. I don't hear that. I don't see that. The ones them when I know true to this thing is the ones them where know themselves. And I say salute out there. I not have to talk about Joel Jaguar. Because Joel Jaguar free man over there in Nantucket. Man we're bold and brave. Man we're firm and strong. Salute to Joel Jaguar's first lady, Sabrina. Yeah, man. Beautiful, powerful lady. Yeah, man. Me have to say salute. And then to my goddaughter, Shiloh. Salute. Yeah, man. I call her Sunshine. Because she got lit up this earth. And I must say, I did get the package by way of the mail. It was a smooth process. For some reason, the mailman come, knock me up, make sure I get my things in my hand. And I never forgot to the post office and pay no money at all. Usually, then I ram for charge me all kind of thing. All when the people and we send the package, pay already. Usually, custom give me a hard time. I don't know what's going on, but me give thanks. Salute, Nantucket Island. Because I get to understand, so me have a huge following over Nantucket Island, but I be foreign people. But because them foreign, that means that them bad. That's what I can say. 'Cause as we grow, we learn, As we grow, we're supposed to develop, And the more we get correct knowledge, it's supposed to naturally transcend we, naturally. We not feel, I try. This thing's supposed to happen effortlessly. This is why I say apply yourself. So when I get the knowledge, you're gonna find yourself in a whole nother level, whole nother world, whole nother dimension. Yeah, man. And if I share the rest of the documents here with the item, I gonna say, yo, the rest of it, are basic, but me have some things to add in it for make sure say boy everything is, how it's supposed to be. And then I demonstrate say, I am, the true owner, the true source, the true principal creditor, the true principal source creditor of this sophisticated financial instrument. Why? Because I am that holder in due course. You understand? And me have the document. I'm a challenge any agent from any agency to come stand in front of me. Anyone with any attorney. I challenge any one of you. And I'm doing it publicly. Now this is a public affair. And I'm going to make sure this senior sergeant of police comprehends that do not judge a book by its cover. Don't look upon a man through him just I got through easy. I'm no criminal. And you can't criminalize me. You are the criminal. You are the thief. And may I demonstrate that with law. I am not accusing you of nothing. I am in total agreement with all of what you people are doing. When you can verify or validate that you have authority to do so. Remember, I'm tell you 900,000. So from the 2nd of May to the 17th when I go to court, we're going to calculate the days and we're going to calculate 900,000 and come with a sum total. And you should have that sum total placed upon the court so you're going to pay me that money. Yeah, man. It's on you, that man who overstepped the scope of his authority because of his ignorance. We cannot accept that. And when I was upset a few days ago on my rant and and chant, well, here I am, a little bit more at peace. I'm telling them I like when I consult with my people, because them are my mirror. Salute, Iron Eagle, 7-star general. I'm a general a reason, and me I tell you me upset, and me I tell my general I say, oh, them thing enough for go on. And if a man away I say man, it's boot away I say man. Then what you mean? Wait them way them me I go on because me upset. And I end up I talk to my first lady, my life partner. And when my life partner see that energy that I could naturally feel her energy run from me. And when, my whole order for a few days and we have touch base and Madam I said to me, say, there is, many ways to approach certain situation, which we know. You know, have to really focus on the extreme. Because me as a man, as some I get from 0 to 100 like that. Yeah, man, I'm not bother with the in between. I just say, oh, is either life or death? But true, I know I love read and write and always I present love as, my foundation, within the law, truth after that. This is why I can challenge these people easily and be victorious. But just know that this is the approach. Yeah, man, this is the approach. Me I discuss the situation when me I say, boy, baby, it kind of disappoint me. Cause me I say, me I say nobody with around me I say them a stand up. Nobody not show no interest. Everybody is like them have deer caught in the headlight syndrome. Everybody seem to be afraid, or is like I'm like, what go on? And me I say it kind of disappoint me. Cause me I said, Giano. And my lady just looked for me and said, honey, you know when I get in situation like that, where it seem like, people just not really care about the effort where you make. I just think of Christ. I said, then if they do it to Christ, look at all the good that say Christ has done. And people allow other people to beat him, stone him, spit on him, disgrace him, embarrass him, and even allegedly murder him. So you have to just know, sir, you're not special, they'll do it to you. Even your very own will do it to you. And that is a valid kind of, statement, valid point, valid information. And me have to smile and say, you're right. And then the lady will ask me, you know, have to prove to the world, say you're free and ray. And me I said, no, I'm not really trying to prove to nobody at all. But if them challenge me, me have to demonstrate. Just like how they took my car before, and that was one situation. Now they do it again. I'm coming correct this time. Yeah, man. And it's for the record. So we know so this court why have to go, you know, excuse itself because of lack of jurisdiction, because it's an incorrect venue. Lack of jurisdiction because of incorrect venue. And then you take it to the big place. Yeah, the court of record, the Supreme Court, where you have the boss, your guy's boss, Judge Sykes, presumably. But remember, and I tell you, a judge is presumed to know law. As rebuttable as it may be, it applies all the way to the, that's a appeals court. So the item have to know, sir, when I come in front of a man like I want to better present evidence of fact. Don't just come talk and listen. I'll be presenting my bond. You get me? My surety, my indemnity, my sophisticated financial instrument. So make sure any agent from any agency is prepared to do the same. We are all equal before the law. Aren't we not? Your Honor, are you not here to maintain that honor? We are honorable people. We have to just know it. And then we just demonstrate it. God, them like to talk about it should be demonstrable. Well, I will demonstrate by way of this masterpiece. And we should have no issues moving forward in peace and harmony. Yeah, we can coexist harmoniously. Yeah, keep your agents in check. Again, public authority. Keep your agents in check. And again, do the calculation from the 2nd of May to the 17th and probably beyond. Yeah, it's 900,000 per day. That's the contract with the senior sergeant of police engaging, and that is being lenient. If me have to apply the fee schedule accordingly, it's a whole different matter. And remember, there's a no trespass sign. When violate, I'll have to add that to the assessment. I'm going to present an assessment chart. This is just the introduction to what you guys have just started. Yeah, man. Absolute victory out there in my lawful state capacity. Again, lawful sovereign state capacity. Again, my lawful sovereign state capacity. Who dare try to challenge me? Who dare try to challenge this Nestorian king? Why? Why? Why?